Hey, welcome back. Really glad you're here today.
Yeah, come sit down. We're just getting started.
Okay. So, I don't know about you, Sage, but this morning was a lot.
What happened?
I had a meeting at 9. And at 8:58 I was still looking for the meeting link. Clicking everywhere. My emails, my calendar, my Slack messages.
Oh no.
I finally found it at 8:59. I joined the call. And the very first thing my manager said was, "Ash, can you share your screen?"
Right away?
Right away. No hello. No good morning. Just, share your screen.
What did you do?
I shared it. But I had 10 tabs open. My personal email was right there. My grocery list was right there. One tab said, "Why is my eye twitching?"
Ash. No.
Everyone could see it. I closed it fast. But not fast enough.
Okay, but honestly, that happens to everyone. Every single person has had a moment like that on a call.
I know. But in the moment it feels terrible.
It really does. And if you're listening right now, if you've had a moment like that, a screen share went wrong, you said the wrong thing in a meeting, you are not alone. It happens to all of us.
Okay. So that was my morning. What about yours?
Mine was quiet, actually. I came in early, made coffee. Nobody was here yet. Just me and the sound of the office.
That sounds really nice.
It was. I like those early mornings. Before the emails start. Before the messages come in. Just a few minutes of quiet.
I need more of those.
We all do. Especially lately. Work has been a lot.
Has it? I mean, yes. But has something changed?
I don't know. It just feels like everything is faster. There's always something urgent. Someone always needs something right now.
Right. And the word urgent is interesting. Urgent. Something urgent cannot wait. It needs to happen now.
Exactly. And sometimes things are not truly urgent, but they feel urgent. And that pressure, that feeling of hurry is very tiring.
That's a good point. Urgent. Remember that word. You will hear it a lot at work. This is urgent. Please reply urgently. We need this urgently.
You can say that with me if you like. Urgent. This is urgent.
This is urgent. Good word. Simple. Very common at work.
So, Ash, I wanted to ask you something. That meeting this morning, the one where you shared your screen with all those tabs, how did it go after the start?
Actually, better than I expected. We were talking about a project update. And I had to explain something. And I used a phrase that I really like. I said, "Let me walk you through this."
Oh, that's a great phrase.
Walk you through. It means to explain something step by step. Slowly. Clearly.
Let me walk you through this. Try saying that. Let me walk you through this.
It sounds confident. It sounds calm. Even if you are nervous inside, that phrase helps.
I use it all the time, especially in presentations. When I'm nervous, I start with that. Let me walk you through this. And then I just breathe and begin.
That's smart. The phrase gives you a moment. A second to collect yourself before you explain.
Exactly. Have you ever had to explain something at work in English and your mind just went blank?
Many times.
Like the words are there. You know what you want to say, but nothing comes out?
Yes. And the silence feels very long. even if it's only a few seconds.
A few seconds of silence in a meeting feels like 10 minutes.
It does. But I've learned something. If your mind goes blank, you can say, "Give me 1 second." Just that. Give me 1 second. And people wait. They understand.
That's a useful phrase. Give me 1 second. Let's say it together. Give me 1 second.
Simple. Calm. It buys you a moment. And that moment can change everything.
Do you feel nervous speaking in meetings? Be honest with yourself. Most people do. Even people who have worked in English for years. It's completely normal.
And if you feel nervous, slow down. The slower you speak, the more confident you sound.
That's true. Fast talking doesn't mean confident talking. Slow and clear is always better.
Slow and clear. Always.
Okay, so I had a department meeting last week, and something happened that I still think about.
What happened?
My manager asked me a question, in front of everyone, and I didn't fully understand what she was asking. Her accent was a little different. The room was noisy.
What did you do?
I almost said yes, like I almost just nodded and pretended I understood.
Oh, the classic. The pretend understand nod.
Yes, we all know it. You smile, you nod, and inside you have no idea what just happened.
And then later you realize you were supposed to do something. And you didn't. Because you didn't really understand.
Exactly. So I stopped myself. And I said, "I'm sorry, could you say that again? I want to make sure I understand."
That was brave.
It didn't feel brave. It felt embarrassing. But she smiled and repeated it clearly. And I understood perfectly.
And nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad happened. She didn't think less of me. Actually, I think she appreciated it. Because I was paying attention. I cared about understanding correctly.
That's such an important lesson. Asking for clarification is professional. It's not weak. It's smart.
You can say, "I want to make sure I understand." Say it. "I want to make sure I understand."
Or, could you say that again, please? Could you say that again, please?
Or even shorter, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" "Sorry, could you repeat that?"
All of these are polite. All of these are normal. Nobody will think you are bad at your job for asking.
Actually, asking questions shows that you are careful. You want to do the job right.
That's a much better way to think about it. Have you ever asked your manager to repeat something?
Now I do it regularly. It took me a long time to feel comfortable with it. But now it feels normal.
Good. That's growth.
Slow growth. But real growth.
The best kind. Okay. Let me ask you something. Do you remember your first week at your current job?
Oh, first week. Yes.
What was it like?
Honestly, exhausting. Everything was new. The systems were new. The people were new. The way everyone talked was new.
Same. I remember sitting in my first team meeting and people were talking, using all these office words, and I was just nodding. Like yes, yes. But inside I was thinking, what does this mean? What does that mean?
Office vocabulary is its own language.
It really is. And nobody teaches you. You just slowly figure it out.
I remember someone said, "Let's circle back on this." And I thought, circle back? Like walk in a circle?
What does it mean?
Circle back means to return to a topic later. To talk about something again after some time. Let's circle back on this. We'll come back to this topic.
Ah. That makes sense. Let's circle back on this. Say it with me. Let's circle back on this.
Very common. You'll hear it in almost every workplace that uses English.
And it sounds natural. Professional. But simple.
Yes. Simple, but very useful. Okay. Another one I learned slowly. Take this offline. Do you know what that means?
Yes. When someone says let's take this offline, they mean let's not talk about this right now in the big meeting. Let's talk privately, just the two of us, later.
Exactly. Let's take this offline. It's a way to say this conversation is getting too long for right now, or this is not the right moment.
Let's take this offline. Say it. Let's take this offline.
Simple. Very useful. And it sounds very natural.
When I first heard it, I thought, offline? Like the internet is offline?
Right? The office vocabulary is strange sometimes. But once you learn it, it sticks.
It sticks. That's the right word. The phrases just stay in your head after you use them a few times.
Listening is part of that. Every time you hear a phrase in a real conversation, it gets a little more natural. A little more yours.
Just keep listening. That's really the key.
Okay. Can we talk about something that I think a lot of people feel but don't say out loud?
Of course. What is it?
The feeling before a presentation. Or before a big meeting. The morning of. When you wake up and your stomach just feels tight.
Yes. That nervous feeling. That quiet anxiety.
And it's not about your English specifically. It's just the pressure. The feeling that everyone is watching. Everyone is judging.
But they're not, really. People are mostly thinking about themselves. About their own work. Their own problems.
That's actually helpful to remember. When you're presenting, the other people are not looking for mistakes. They're listening for information. They want to understand you.
Not judge you.
Exactly. They need the information. They want you to succeed. Because if you succeed, the meeting goes well. And that's good for everyone.
I like that. The audience wants you to succeed. They're on your side.
And if you make a mistake, a grammar mistake, a pronunciation mistake, most people don't even notice. Or they notice and they don't care. Because the content is what matters.
What you say matters more than how perfectly you say it.
Yes, exactly. What you say matters more than how perfectly you say it. Say that again slowly. What you say matters more than how perfectly you say it.
Hold on to that. Write it down if you need to. That is a very useful thing to remember when you feel nervous.
And honestly, the nervousness before a presentation doesn't go away completely. Even people who do this for years still feel it.
It's just energy. Nervous energy. And you can use it.
Right. That energy can become focus. It can become presence. It can actually make you better.
I heard someone say once, butterflies in your stomach just mean you care.
I like that. Butterflies. That feeling in your stomach before something important. It means you care about doing well.
Which is a good thing.
A very good thing. Okay, my coffee is getting cold.
Mine too. I should have made a new one 20 minutes ago.
Should have. That's such a useful phrase. Should have done something. Meaning I know now that I needed to do it, but I didn't do it at the time.
I should have sent that email earlier. Should have. I should have asked that question in the meeting. Should have.
Very common. You'll use it all the time. Should have. Could have. Would have.
The could haves and should haves of work life.
Story of every week. Okay, can I tell you something that happened to a colleague of mine? A real thing.
Tell me.
So, she was writing an email to an important client, and at the same time, she was having a conversation on Slack with a friend.
I see where this is going.
She sent the email, and the email started with, haha, okay, but seriously though, because she copied the wrong text from Slack.
No.
To the client. Haha, okay, but seriously though, please find attached the quarterly report.
Oh no. That is awful.
She didn't notice for almost 2 hours. And then she saw it in her sent folder and her stomach just dropped.
What did she do?
She sent a follow-up email immediately. She said, I apologize for the confusion in my previous message. Please disregard the beginning of that email.
That's actually a great phrase. Please disregard. It means ignore that. Forget that. That was a mistake.
Please disregard my previous message. Say it. Please disregard my previous message.
Very professional. Very calm. A good email phrase when you make a mistake.
And the client actually replied saying, no worries, happens to all of us. Thanks for the report.
See? People are kind. Most people are kind.
Most people are kind. And most mistakes can be fixed. With a calm, professional message.
Please disregard. I apologize for the confusion. I'd like to correct something from my earlier email.
All very useful. All very simple. All very professional.
You can recover from most mistakes. The key is to respond calmly. Don't panic. Don't over-apologize.
One clean apology is enough. And then move on.
Exactly. One clean apology. Move on. People respect that.
They respect that much more than 5 emails of sorry, so sorry, I'm really sorry, very sorry.
Yes. Too many apologies make people uncomfortable. One honest apology is perfect.
Okay, Ash. Let me slow down for a second.
Good idea.
If you're listening right now on your commute, at your desk, in your car, just take one slow breath.
Work is a lot sometimes. And learning English on top of that takes real effort. You're doing well just by listening.
You really are.
Okay. Let me tell you about my most embarrassing work moment. With English.
Oh, tell me.
So, I was in a meeting with a new team. I didn't know everyone well. And someone made a joke. And everyone laughed.
And?
I didn't understand the joke. But I laughed anyway. To fit in.
Okay, that's very relatable.
Right. But then the same person looked at me and said, Ash, have you ever been in that situation? And I didn't know what situation. Because I hadn't understood the joke.
What did you say?
I said, actually, could you say that again? I want to make sure I'm following.
Perfect.
And they explained the joke. And I understood. And I was able to respond properly.
I want to make sure I'm following. That's such a useful phrase. Following means understanding, keeping up with what's being said.
Are you following? Say it. Are you following?
I'm following. Say it. I'm following.
I want to make sure I'm following. Say it. I want to make sure I'm following.
This phrase is so calm, so professional. Nobody is offended. You just ask.
And the person who explains, they often feel good. Because you're interested. You want to understand.
People like being understood. They like knowing their words landed.
And that's connection. That's what communication is about. Not perfection. Connection.
Communication is about connection, not perfection.
Not perfection. That's a relief to hear, honestly.
It is. And you can let go of that pressure a little. The pressure of every word being perfect.
Because the goal is to be understood. Not to sound like a textbook.
Exactly. Real conversations are a little messy sometimes. People use and like. Native speakers do it constantly.
Native speakers say you know every third sentence.
You know what I mean? Like, you know? It's just like, yeah, you know.
And nobody thinks they're bad at English. It's just how people talk.
So if you say or pause or say like, that's okay. It's human. It's real.
Real is good. Real is relatable.
Real is safe. Okay, let's talk about remote work for a minute. Because so many people now work from home sometimes.
Yes. And remote work comes with its own challenges. Especially for English communication.
Because on a Zoom call, everything is just a little harder. The audio quality, the delays, the fact that you can't see body language as well.
And someone always freezes. Every single call.
You froze. I froze? Your screen froze. Can you hear me? I can hear you, but I can't see you.
The classic. You're on mute.
You're on mute. Possibly the most said phrase of the last few years.
I think you're on mute. Say it. I think you're on mute.
Or, could you check your microphone? Could you check your microphone?
Or, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
All very simple. All very real. All things you will say or hear in a video call at work.
And when your internet is slow, you can say, sorry, my connection is a bit slow today. My connection is a bit slow today.
Or, could you repeat that? The audio cut out. The audio cut out. It means the sound stopped for a moment.
Cut out is a useful little phrase. The audio cut out. The video cut out. The call cut out.
The call cut out. Say it. The call cut out.
Simple. Very common in remote work.
And honestly, it's always a good moment when you need a second to think. Sorry, I think the audio cut out. Could you say that again?
Sage.
I'm just saying. We've all used it.
We have. We really have. Okay. Let me ask you something about feedback. Do you find it hard to receive feedback at work?
Feedback at work. Yes, that's a complicated one.
Because feedback is good. You need it to grow. But in the moment, it can feel personal.
Very personal. Especially if it's not delivered well. If someone just says, this was wrong, you need to fix it, with no softness, no explanation.
That stings.
It does. Even if you know the feedback is about the work, not about you as a person, it still stings.
But good feedback sounds different. Good feedback sounds like, this is good. And I think we can make this part even stronger.
Even stronger. Not this is bad. Not wrong. Just, we can make it stronger.
That's a small difference in words. But a huge difference in feeling.
And you can use this language yourself. When you're giving feedback to a coworker, instead of this is wrong, try, I think this part could be clearer.
I think this part could be clearer. Say it. I think this part could be clearer.
Or maybe we could try it this way? Maybe we could try it this way?
Or, I like this part. Could we make the ending a bit stronger?
Softer. Warmer. And still honest.
You can be honest and kind at the same time. That's professional communication.
In my first job, I received feedback that felt really harsh. and I almost cried in the meeting. I held it together, but just barely.
What did they say?
The manager said, "This is not what I expected. I need better from you."
Oh, that's tough. With no specifics at all.
None. No examples. No explanation. Just, "I need better."
What did you do after the meeting?
I sat at my desk. I breathed for a few minutes. And then I sent an email. I said, "Thank you for the feedback. Could you give me 1 or 2 specific examples of what you'd like to see improved? I want to make sure I understand your expectations."
That was such a professional response.
It didn't feel professional. It felt shaky, but the words were calm.
The words were calm. And that's what the other person saw. Calm and professional words.
And the manager replied with a much clearer explanation. And after that, the working relationship was better.
You turned a difficult moment into a productive one. By staying calm and asking a clear question.
I want to make sure I understand your expectations. Say that. I want to make sure I understand your expectations.
Very professional. Very mature. Perfect for any feedback conversation.
Or anytime you need more clarity. Clarity is such an important word at work. Clarity. It means clear understanding.
I need more clarity on this. Say it. I need more clarity on this.
Could you give me some clarity on this? Could you give me some clarity?
Simple. Professional. Calm.
Okay, can we talk about small talk? Because I think small talk is one of the hardest things, even for confident English speakers.
Small talk is really hard. It feels a bit fake sometimes. You're standing by the coffee machine with a colleague and you don't know what to say.
So you talk about the weather.
Or you pretend to look at your phone.
Or you pour your coffee very slowly, trying to look busy.
Classic phone scroll avoidance.
But small talk has a purpose. It's not meaningless. It builds connection. It builds trust. Slowly.
The people who are good at small talk are usually trusted more. Because they feel approachable. Like a real person.
And you don't need clever things to say. You just need a few safe, warm, easy questions.
Like, how are you finding the new project? How are you finding the new project?
Or, have you been busy lately? Have you been busy lately?
Or, are you working on anything interesting this week? Are you working on anything interesting this week?
And then just listen. Most people love to talk about their own work. You ask one question, and they'll talk for 5 minutes.
And then you just respond with, "That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting."
Or, "Oh really? How's that going? Oh really? How's that going?"
And you have a conversation. A real one. Without needing to say anything brilliant.
Listening is doing a lot of the work.
Listening is the skill. Really. Good listeners are rare. And people feel it when you genuinely listen.
Eye contact. Small nods. These little things tell the other person, "I'm here. I'm listening. You matter."
And in a noisy workplace where everyone is busy and distracted, feeling listened to is a gift.
A real gift. Okay, something from my week. I had a performance review last Thursday.
Oh. How did it go?
Better than I expected. But the morning before, I was a mess.
What do you mean?
I kept thinking about all the things I hadn't done well. All the mistakes from the year. Like my brain just made a list of everything bad.
That's so common. Before a performance review, your brain becomes your worst critic.
The worst critic. So harsh. So one-sided.
And you forget all the things you did well.
Completely forget. The brain is strange like that.
What helped?
I made my own list before the meeting. A list of 3 things I was proud of from the year. Specific things. Not vague. Real things.
That's smart. You balance the negative list with a positive one.
And I kept that list in front of me during the meeting. Not to read it. Just to remind myself it existed.
And during the review, what happened?
My manager said mostly positive things. And 2 areas to improve. And I listened. I took notes. And I said, "Thank you for this feedback. Could you help me understand what good improvement would look like?"
Could you help me understand what good improvement would look like? That is such a smart question.
It shows you're not just accepting the feedback passively. You're actively thinking about how to respond to it.
Could you help me understand what good improvement would look like? Say it. Could you help me understand what good improvement would look like?
A good question for any feedback moment. Performance review. One-on-one meeting. Project review.
It shows maturity. It shows you care about your own growth.
And your manager will almost always have a good answer. Because they've already thought about it.
And now the conversation becomes collaborative. You're working together. Not one person judging and one person being judged.
That's the shift. From passive to active.
Passive to active. You're not just receiving the feedback. You're engaging with it.
Engaging. To engage means to participate. To be active. To be involved.
Engage with the conversation. Engage with the feedback. Engage with the idea.
I want to engage with this properly. I want to engage with this properly.
Good phrase. Very professional.
Okay, let me tell you about something that happened in my first office job. Very early on.
Tell me.
So there was a woman on my team. Very experienced. Excellent at her job. And she spoke very fast.
Fast speakers are hard.
So hard. And she would give me instructions. And I would nod. And then I would go back to my desk and realize I had understood maybe 60%.
The 60% nod. Very familiar.
And I would sit there and try to piece together what she'd said from the 60% I'd caught. And sometimes I'd get it right. And sometimes I'd do completely the wrong thing.
What did you do eventually?
After about 3 weeks, I finally said to her, "I want to be honest with you. I sometimes have trouble following when you speak quickly. Is it okay if I ask you to slow down sometimes?"
That was very brave.
She looked surprised for a second. And then she smiled. And she said, "Of course. I'm sorry, I know I talk fast. Please always tell me."
And after that?
She genuinely slowed down with me. And she'd check in. She'd say, "Did you get all of that? Did you get all of that?"
Did you get all of that? It means, did you understand everything? Did you catch it all?
Very natural. Very friendly. A check-in phrase.
Did you get all of that? Say it. Did you get all of that?
And you can respond, "Yes, I think so." Or, "Could you just repeat the last part? Could you just repeat the last part?"
Just the last part. That's efficient. You're not asking them to repeat everything. Just the part you missed.
Efficient and polite. A good combination.
And honesty with your colleagues, like you did with her, it almost always leads to something good.
Almost always. People are more understanding than we expect. We're all human. We all have challenges.
We're all human. That's the foundation of everything. Okay. Let's talk about one more thing. One big thing. Confidence.
The big one.
Because all of this, the phrases, the listening, the practice, it leads to one thing. Confidence. The feeling of, I can do this.
And confidence is strange, because you can't force it. You can't decide to be confident and suddenly feel confident.
It grows. From experience. From small wins. From moments where you tried and it worked.
And even from moments where it didn't work. And you survived.
Yes. The surviving matters. You made a mistake. The world didn't end. You're still here.
That alone builds confidence. The knowledge that mistakes don't end you.
They just happen. And then life continues.
And you're a little wiser.
A little wiser. And a little braver for next time.
Every time you speak English at work, even badly, you build a little courage.
And that courage adds up. Over weeks. Over months.
1 year from now, if you keep going, you will look back and be surprised by how far you've come.
You really will. The growth is slow and quiet. But it's real.
Trust it, even when you can't see it.
Even on the days when you feel like you're going backwards.
Those days happen. They're normal. You're not going backwards. You're just tired.
Rest is part of the process.
Rest is part of the process. That's important. You don't have to be productive every single day.
Some days just listening is enough.
Some days just showing up is enough.
Showing up. Being present. That's already something.
That's already a lot. Okay, Ash. Let me come back to something. The email situation I mentioned before.
The please disregard story?
Yes, because it reminded me of something I did.
Oh no. What did you do?
So, last month, I was writing an email to a supplier, a company we work with, and I was also complaining to you on Slack about the same supplier at the same time.
I remember. You were very frustrated.
Very. And I was saying things like, they're so slow, I don't understand why they can't just answer faster. This is taking forever.
And?
And I accidentally sent that Slack message to the supplier's email, instead of to you.
No.
Yes. I sent my private complaint directly to the person I was complaining about.
Sage. That is. Wow.
I didn't realize for almost 2 hours. 2 whole hours. And then I saw it in my sent folder and my stomach just dropped.
What did you do?
I called my manager immediately. I said, I need your help. I made a mistake and I need to handle it professionally.
I need your help. That's such an important phrase. When you make a mistake at work, tell someone. Ask for help. Don't try to hide it.
Because hiding it makes everything worse.
I need your help with something. Say it. I need your help with something.
Or, I've made a mistake and I want to fix it. I've made a mistake and I want to fix it.
These phrases are honest. They show responsibility. They show you care about doing the right thing.
And the supplier? What happened?
The supplier replied very professionally. They said, no problem, we understand. Let's schedule a call to resolve the delay.
People are so often more understanding than we expect.
So often. We build up these catastrophes in our minds. But the real outcome is usually much calmer.
The catastrophe in your head is always worse than the real thing.
Almost always. Okay. Let's talk about deadlines. Because deadlines are one of the most stressful words in the English workplace.
Deadline. The word sounds a little dark, doesn't it? Dead. Line.
It does. Like the line where things die.
But in work, a deadline is just the last day. the last time you can submit or finish something.
What's the deadline for this? What's the deadline for this?
The deadline is Friday. The deadline is Friday.
Can we move the deadline? Can we move the deadline?
Move the deadline means to change it, to push it later.
Could we push the deadline back by a day? Could we push the deadline back by a day?
Push back. Push back means to delay, to move to a later time.
We need to push the deadline back. We need to push the deadline back.
And the opposite, we need to move up the deadline. Move up means to make it earlier.
Move up. Make earlier. Push back. Make later. Opposite directions. Very important to know both.
Our client moved up the deadline. We need to finish by Wednesday now, not Friday.
Oh, that's stressful just hearing it.
It is. But with the right words, you can communicate about it calmly and clearly.
The deadline has been moved up. Let me walk you through what we need to prioritize.
Priorities. To decide what is most important. To do the most important things first.
Let's prioritize. Let's prioritize.
What should we prioritize right now? What should we prioritize right now?
The most important priority is finishing the report. The most important priority.
Priority. Priorities. These are essential work words.
And they're not complicated. Once you know them, they feel very natural.
Okay, something different. What's one habit that helped your English the most outside of work?
Podcasts. Like this one.
Really?
Really. I started listening to podcasts in English on my commute. And the thing is, I wasn't studying. I was just listening. Like background sound.
Passive listening.
Passive listening. And slowly the phrases started entering my vocabulary. Without me trying.
That's exactly how language works. The brain absorbs patterns, even when you're not focusing.
Even when you're tired.
Especially when you're tired actually. Relaxed brains absorb more.
That's a nice thought. Tired brain, relaxed brain, still learning.
Still learning. Always. What about you? What helped your English?
Movies. With English subtitles. Not my language. English subtitles.
That's a big jump.
It was hard at first. I missed a lot. But after a few weeks I started catching more and more. The reading helped my listening.
Catching. Like catching words. I didn't catch that.
Exactly. Catching means hearing and understanding. I caught what she said. I understood it.
I couldn't catch the beginning of that sentence.
Real listening is catching. And missing sometimes. And catching again.
Missing is part of it. You don't catch everything. Nobody does.
Even in your own language. You miss things. You ask people to repeat.
It's completely normal.
Completely normal. Okay. Something that I've been thinking about lately. The word overwhelmed. Do you know it?
Yes. Overwhelmed. When you feel like there is too much. Too many tasks, too many problems, too many feelings all at once. You can't manage.
I feel overwhelmed. Say it. I feel overwhelmed.
It's a real feeling. A very common one. Especially at work.
And what do you do when you feel overwhelmed?
Honestly, I make a list. A very short list. Just 3 things. The 3 most important things I need to do today.
Not 20 things. 3.
3. And I do the first one. Just the first one. And after I finish it, I feel better. A little lighter.
That's such good advice. Break it down. Make it smaller.
Break it down is a useful phrase. When a task or a problem feels too big, break it down. Make it into smaller parts.
Break it down. Say it. Break it down.
Let's break this down. Let me break it down for you. I broke it down into smaller steps.
Very natural. Very useful. You'll use it in meetings, in emails, in presentations.
Let me break this down. And then you explain one part at a time. Step by step.
Step by step. Slow and clear. That's the way.
And when I feel overwhelmed, the thing that helps most is not a productivity trick. It's talking to someone.
Talking to someone.
Yes. Just telling a trusted coworker, I'm a bit overwhelmed right now. That phrase alone makes it lighter.
Because saying it out loud makes it smaller. The thing in your head is always bigger than the thing you say.
Yes. The moment you name it, it loses some power.
I'm a bit overwhelmed right now. Say it. I'm a bit overwhelmed right now.
A bit. Not completely. Not a crisis. Just a bit. Which is honest and also manageable.
A bit softens it. I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit stressed. I'm a bit behind on this.
A bit is very useful. It's honest without being dramatic.
I'm a bit behind. Behind means slower than expected. You haven't done as much as planned.
I'm a bit behind on the report. I'm a bit behind on the report.
Natural. Honest. Not panicked.
And then you can add, but I'll have it to you by tomorrow afternoon. But I'll have it to you by tomorrow afternoon.
That's a complete professional communication. Honest about the problem. Clear about the solution.
I'm a bit behind. But I'll have it to you by tomorrow afternoon. Perfect. Simple.
Much better than silence. Much better than pretending everything is fine.
Silence about work problems is never a good strategy.
Never. Say something. Early. Calmly.
Early is important. If you're going to miss a deadline, tell someone the day before. Not the day of. Not after.
The earlier the better. It gives people time to adjust.
And they will respect you for it. For communicating early.
Communicating early is a professional skill. A real one.
And not easy. Because sometimes saying I'm behind feels like admitting failure.
But it's not failure. It's communication.
It's communication. And communication is what good professionals do.
Okay. Let me share some phrases for when something goes wrong. When there's a mistake or a delay or a problem.
Yes, these are so important.
I apologize for the delay. I apologize for the delay.
Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience.
I should have sent this sooner. I should have sent this sooner.
I'm working on it now. I'm working on it now.
You'll have it by end of day. You'll have it by end of day.
End of day. That phrase. End of day or EOD. It means before the end of the working day. Usually by 5 or 6 in the evening.
I'll send this by end of day. I'll send this by end of day.
Very common in professional emails.
Also, end of week. By end of week. By end of week. Before Friday evening.
I can deliver that by end of week. I can deliver that by end of week.
Deliver. To deliver something means to give it. To complete it and hand it over.
I'll deliver the first draft by Thursday. I'll deliver the first draft by Thursday.
First draft. The first version of something. Before it's been checked or changed.
Draft is so useful. This is just a draft. It's not finished yet.
Could you look at my draft? Could you look at my draft?
Or, I'm still working on the draft. I'm still working on the draft.
Draft. First version. Work in progress.
Work in progress. That's a great phrase too. Something that is not finished. Still being made.
This is a work in progress. This is a work in progress.
And honestly, you're a work in progress. With your English. With your career. With everything.
A work in progress. That's actually a comforting way to think about it.
Not incomplete. Not failing. Just still being made. Still developing.
Still growing. Gradually.
Gradually. There's that word again.
It keeps coming back.
Because it's true.
Because it's true. Okay. Let's talk about the awkward silence in a meeting.
Oh yes. The silence. The terrible silence.
Someone asks a question. And nobody answers. And the seconds just stretch.
5 seconds feels like 5 minutes.
And everyone is looking at their screen. Not making eye contact.
What do you do in that moment?
I've started just speaking. Even if I'm not fully sure of my answer. I start with, "That's a good question. I think."
That's a good question. This gives you a second. A small pause to organize your thoughts.
And then you say what you think. Even partially. Even with uncertainty.
You can say, I think, but I'd need to check that. I think, but I'd need to check that.
Or, my feeling is, but I'm not 100% sure. My feeling is, but I'm not 100% sure.
These are honest. And honesty at work builds trust.
More trust than pretending you know something you don't.
Because if you pretend to know and then it turns out you were wrong, that's much worse.
Yes. Better to be honestly uncertain than falsely confident.
My feeling is, but I'd want to double check. My feeling is, but I'd want to double check.
Professional. Trustworthy. Real.
And double check. That's a useful phrase. Double check means to check again. To verify.
Let me double check the numbers. Let me double check the numbers.
Could you double check the time of the meeting? Could you double check the time of the meeting?
I'll double check and confirm. I'll double check and confirm.
Very practical. Very workplace friendly.
Okay. I want to share some phrases that I think are the most useful at work. The ones I use almost every day.
Let's hear them.
First, just to confirm. Just to confirm. This means I want to make sure we both understand the same thing. Just to confirm, the meeting is at 3, right?
Just to confirm. Say it. Just to confirm.
Very professional. Very calm. People use this in emails and meetings constantly.
Next one.
I'll look into it. I'll look into it. This means I'll find out more about this. I'll investigate. I'll check.
I'll look into it is perfect when someone asks you something you don't know the answer to right now. Instead of I don't know and stopping, you say I'll look into it and move forward.
I'll look into it. Say it. I'll look into it.
Great phrase. Shows you're proactive. You're going to take action.
Next, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. This means what you said is reasonable. It's valid. I accept it.
It's also a graceful way to agree with someone, especially if they've challenged something you said. Instead of you're right, I was wrong, which can feel uncomfortable, You say that's a fair point.
That's a fair point. Say it. That's a fair point.
Calm, mature, professional.
And the last one, let me get back to you on that. Let me get back to you on that. This means I need more time or more information. I will answer you later.
Very useful. You don't always know the answer immediately. And that's okay. You can say, let me get back to you on that, and come back with a proper answer.
Let me get back to you on that. Say it. Let me get back to you on that.
Just to confirm. I'll look into it. That's a fair point. Let me get back to you on that.
For phrases. Simple. Useful every day.
Repeat them. Use them. They will feel natural very soon.
Okay. Let me slow down for a moment. If you've been listening for a while, you've been doing really well.
You really have. This kind of listening, just following real conversation, is so valuable.
More valuable than most people realize.
Your brain is absorbing the rhythm, the phrases, the natural flow of English.
Even if you don't feel like you're learning, you are. Slowly, quietly. You are.
Take your time. No rush.
No rush. Okay. Let me ask you, what's one habit that makes work communication easier in general?
Writing things down. Like, before a meeting, I write 2 or 3 sentences I want to say. Not a script. Just the main idea.
That's smart.
And I keep them simple. Short sentences. Because simple and clear is always better than long and complicated.
Simple and clear. Always.
And if I have a difficult conversation coming, like a feedback conversation, or I need to ask for something, I write the opening sentence. Just the first sentence.
Just the first sentence.
Because the first sentence is the hardest. After that, the conversation flows.
That's so true. The hardest moment is always the beginning. Once you start, it gets easier.
Once you start, every time, just begin.
Just begin. Even imperfectly. Even nervously. Just begin.
Imperfect beginning is better than perfect silence.
Imperfect beginning is better than perfect silence. Say that. Imperfect beginning is better than perfect silence.
That's the whole lesson, honestly.
The whole lesson. Okay. Let's do a full phrase review. Just listening. Just absorbing.
Let me walk you through this.
Give me 1 second.
Could you say that again, please?
I want to make sure I understand.
Let's circle back on this.
Let's take this offline.
I think you're on mute.
My connection is a bit slow today.
The audio cut out.
Please disregard my previous message.
I've made a mistake and I want to fix it.
I need your help with something.
Just to confirm.
I'll look into it.
That's a fair point.
Let me get back to you on that.
I'll double-check and confirm.
That sounds really stressful.
That's a lot to handle.
I want to make sure I'm following.
That's a good question.
Could you please?
Would it be possible to?
I hope you're doing well.
Looking forward to hearing from you.
Let me break this down.
I feel a bit overwhelmed.
Let's prioritize.
What should we prioritize right now?
The deadline is Friday.
Can we push the deadline back?
We need to move up the deadline.
I'm a bit behind, but I'll have it to you by tomorrow afternoon.
You'll have it by end of day.
This is just a draft.
Could you look at my draft?
I'll deliver the first draft by Thursday.
This is a work in progress.
My feeling is, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'll keep you in the loop.
Feel free to reach out.
That works for me.
I want to make sure I understand your expectations.
Could you help me understand what good improvement would look like?
I think this part could be clearer.
Maybe we could try it this way.
Imperfect beginning is better than perfect silence.
A little better than yesterday.
All of those are real. All of those are useful. All of them you can use tomorrow at work.
And if you forget them in the moment, that's okay. That's completely normal. They'll come back.
Repetition is the key. The more you hear a phrase, the more natural it becomes.
So listen again. Listen tomorrow. Let the phrases become familiar.
Familiar is comfortable. And when language feels comfortable, you feel confident.
And confidence doesn't come all at once. It builds. Gradually.
Like everything good.
Like everything good. Okay. Something I've been thinking about. The feeling of, I don't belong here.
Imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome. The feeling that you don't deserve your job. That you're not really good enough. That people will find out one day.
It's incredibly common. Most people feel this at some point. Even very successful people.
And for people learning English, I think it adds another layer. Because not only do you feel, maybe I'm not good enough at this job, but also, maybe my English is holding me back.
Maybe people judge my English. Maybe they take me less seriously because I'm not fluent yet.
Those feelings are real. They're valid. And they're also often not true.
Often, people don't notice what you think they notice. They're focused on the content, on the ideas, on whether you're helpful.
Your ideas matter. Your work matters. Your English is just the vehicle. And vehicles don't need to be perfect to get you where you're going.
I love that. Your English is the vehicle. You just need it to move, to communicate.
And every conversation makes it a little better. Every email. Every meeting. Every moment of asking for clarification.
Practice that is hidden inside real work.
The best kind of practice.
Okay, let me add a few more phrases I love. The ones that make you sound calm and thoughtful in any situation.
Let's hear them.
That works for me. That works for me. It means I agree. I can do that. That time or that plan is okay.
Does Thursday work for you? Does Thursday work for you?
Yes, Thursday works for me. Thursday works for me.
Simple. Warm. Natural.
Next, I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. It means I will give you updates. I'll tell you what happens.
I'll keep you posted on the status. I'll keep you posted.
Or shorter, I'll keep you in the loop. I'll keep you in the loop.
In the loop means part of the conversation. Informed. Not left out.
Keep me in the loop. Keep me in the loop.
I want to be in the loop on this. I want to be in the loop on this.
Very natural. Very common in professional communication.
Next phrase.
Feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out. It means you are welcome to contact me. Don't hesitate. It's okay.
Feel free to ask me anything. Feel free to ask me anything.
So warm. So open. A great phrase for making people feel comfortable.
And reach out. To reach out means to contact someone. To send a message or make a call.
I'll reach out to the client tomorrow. I'll reach out to the client.
Or, feel free to reach out if you have questions. Feel free to reach out.
I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you in the loop. Feel free to reach out.
3 phrases that build trust. That make people feel informed and included.
And those feelings, being informed, being included, those are the foundation of good teamwork.
Good teamwork. Good communication. Good English.
They all go together.
They really do.
Okay, I want to close with something that I've been thinking about. A big thing.
Tell me.
It's this. Learning English at work is not just about the words. It's about confidence. It's about feeling safe enough to speak.
Yes.
And that safety doesn't come from perfection. It comes from small positive experiences. From saying something and being understood. From asking a question and getting a helpful answer.
From surviving the awkward moment. And realizing I'm still okay.
I'm still okay. That's everything.
I'm still okay. 3 words. But they hold a lot.
They really do. And every time you have one of those moments at work where you spoke, where you asked, where you tried, you are building that feeling.
Brick by brick. Slowly.
Slowly. And it gets easier.
It gets easier. I promise it gets easier.
Not overnight, but gradually.
Gradually. There's that word again.
It keeps coming back because it's true.
Because it's true.
Okay, one last thing. One final phrase to carry with you today.
What is it?
Your English is already good enough to start. And it gets better every time you use it.
Your English is already good enough to start. Say it. Your English is already good enough to start.
And it gets better every time you use it.
Every time. Even the imperfect times.
Especially the imperfect times.
Especially those.
Okay, let's do one final slow review together. Just the phrases. Just listen. Let them settle.
Let me walk you through this.
Give me 1 second.
Could you say that again, please?
I want to make sure I understand.
Just to confirm.
I'll look into it.
That's a fair point.
Let me get back to you on that.
I'll keep you in the loop.
Feel free to reach out.
That works for me.
I'm a bit overwhelmed right now.
Let me break this down.
I'll double-check and confirm.
Please disregard my previous message.
I need your help with something.
I've made a mistake and I want to fix it.
I want to make sure I'm following.
Could you help me understand what good improvement would look like?
I think this part could be clearer.
Maybe we could try it this way.
I'll deliver the first draft by Thursday.
You'll have it by end of day.
Can we push the deadline back?
What should we prioritize right now?
This is a work in progress.
Imperfect beginning is better than perfect silence.
A little better than yesterday.
Your English is already good enough to start.
And it gets better every time you use it.
Beautiful. That's everything.
That is everything. Thank you for being here today. Really.
You gave us your time. Your attention. That's not a small thing. That means something.
Keep going. Every conversation. Every email. Every meeting.
Every small moment of English, it counts.
It all counts.
Be kind to yourself today.
Take good care.
We'll talk again soon.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.